almost to the little town of Weston. We're going to cross the Purgatory River, come into Weston, and then keep going west towards the mountains, the Sangre de Cristo Mountains in the background. And then Stonewall, little town of Stonewall, is a little bit further up west on Highway 12 past the entrance. And that's where you'll find basically a fishing retirement type village. And there's a restaurant. There's gas at the picket wire going up there. And behind me going back east to Trinidad, Ringo's is just behind us with a nice mom and pop store and gas station. And you can go into Trinidad from this property in about 35-40 minutes. And you have year-round access. There's the Purgatory River down there, and we'll be coming to, I don't know if you can see it. We'll be coming to Weston, Colorado here pretty soon, but this is a real pretty drive when you're coming to the property. We're crossing the Purgatory River as we head into Weston. It's about a mile. Like I say, the Sangre de Cristos up there have all the mountain enjoyment. See if we get the river. This is a little town of Weston, so we're going to keep going west. This is about 18 miles out of Trinidad on Highway 12. You have the building and the old Weston supply store. And there's a post office there too. So Stonewall is just another 11 miles past Weston, Colorado. And we're going to be right at the base of those mountains. Sangre de Cristos. So as we're headed to Stonewall, there's 35,000 acres on this side that's wildlife area. You can go behind the Weston supply store there, or a road that's close there, and get access it that way. And there's places to access it along the road here as you go to Stonewall. And of course, all the high country up there is public lands, national forest. Hey, I think we're coming around to one of the entrances to the wildlife area. I just want to pull in here real quick. Yeah, here it is. Here we have oh, this is the Bosque del Oso, the state wildlife area. Spanish Peaks is 2,500 acres. More than that in the middle of the county. I want to see the river. Pretty. Finally got a normal spring. Back east to Trinidad, you can see Fisher's Peak, where I-25. You go south to Raton, or you go north to Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver. Okay, right around this corner. So the haze is over the mountains behind. I don't have it zoomed in. When I zoom in like that with my fisheye lens, that's what you're seeing. We're at picket wire right here. There's gas pumps. We're coming into picket wire right before Stonewall, about a half mile. There's a fishing store here and places to stay. We're coming into Stonewall Valley. That's to the south. To the north, and right when we come into Stonewall, there's a sign to this 2 acres on the river. Okay, first thing you see is Stonewall, the sign. I gotta adjust my settings. But as soon as you pass that, you come to Stonewall Meadows. You can see the stone wall in the background. We're going to take a left and circle around to the property along the river. Before I go in the 2 acres, there's this pizza place here. I'm going to grab some. The entrance to go in the property is right back there at the highway sign 50. We've got a lot of RV parks, and there's lots of other people with cabins and things in the area. But before I do that, I'm going to drive in to the Stonewall Lodge, the shopping bag as they call it. There's also the Stonewall Lodge in the area. And the property across from the shopping bag here, Stonewall shopping bag, it's across through those trees over there on that side. And you can't see anything from here. At 4 o'clock, Stonewall Lodge and RV Park close. Now, across the river right here, behind these places, is where we're going on the 2 acres. Deer, like nobody's business, hangs out here. So the 2 acres is literally right over there. Monument Lake and North Lake are above this property. People live in this community year-round or seasonally. You have year-round access. To the west over this property, you see the stone wall coming along, and the property is right back there along the river. Okay, you come to this point right here, where you see the barn. There's a barn right here, a garage. The A-frame that we just passed by. It's right there. And I'm gonna walk in here, walk around a little bit, and then fly my drone. The river runs across this whole 315 feet. We are at the gate. The land is completely flat for the most part. You have the stone wall standing in your face over here. The river is over here to the north. The property goes to, if you're looking at the aerial map, the house here, the cabin, house, about at the end of where the wall is, and then cuts across in the back acreage here around through all this flat meadow into the river. Okay, so I'm walking from the gate. The river is just not too far from this garage, as you can see on the topo map down there. I want to show this other way first. All the land is to my right. Most of these tracts in here are half-acre tracts, and none with rivers, hardly. I'm walking on the what would be the southern boundary line, pretty close, and that pond down there is on a big ranch. If you drive up in this valley in the evening time, you're gonna see more elk that you can shake a stick at, and deer. So I'm basically at the southeast corner, looking into the property. Okay. This little dirt track road you can see on the aerial map. So the southwestern corner is right over here somewhere. It's platted. The likelihood you'll have anybody build behind you or the west, not happening. And you have 315 feet of river frontage, which I'll get to here. We are about at the southwestern corner. We came in through the gate way over there. I'm gonna head north to the river and then come back to my truck and then fly the drone over the property. You can see the Stonewall arches, or some of them, right through there. Monument Lake, North Lake is up above, National Forest and all that stuff. I just found the southwestern corner pin from where we came in from the gate. So right to that barn, I walked over there a little bit. We came in the gate over there. Most of these tracts are half-acre tracts, so you got 2 acres on a river. We're on the western boundary line, looking at the Stonewall. My truck is over there where we drove in. My truck is down over there. Southwestern corner pin is down there. Yeah. We're basically at the northwestern corner on the river. There's 315 feet to the corner pin down below. It goes 315 feet this way. There's good brush and everything. If you clear this out, you can have a nice deck coming out right over the river. We just came up from the river on the northwestern corner. This is terrible. We're looking to the south from the river. I'm gonna look back at it, walking along the northern boundary line. My truck where we parked is over there. We're looking west on the river, still just barely going along it. There's a Stonewall. And 90% of the tracks in here are half-acre tracks. A nice place. Smells good. This happens to be the best spot. It's sort of in the center of the track. Amazing. This elevation, so it shows you that you're gonna rain and snow and stuff, but with yucca, it's a very even season climate. My truck's right there at the gate, so we're almost at the northeastern corner on the property. We're on the northeastern corner of the property along the river. The bulk of the property is in here, the 2 acres. And the 315 feet of river ends on the river. Okay, we're back at the gate and I'm gonna fly my drone up over the area, try to ride along the river, but mainly to show you the surrounding area because you're in a semi-retirement town vacation area at a good elevation to where you could do either, and there's not many people here. Half-acre tracts all surrounding. This is a big one. Okay, we just flew the drone We're backing up out of the property. And if you like what I'm doing, please go to ranchviews.com. I do this on all the properties. And this is a really nice area.